another video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite face masks for oily and or acne prone skin. So, two types of masks will not be in this video. The first one are sheet masks, just because those are something totally different to me, and two, overnight masks, because those are essentially moisturizers. So basically what constitutes as a face mask in this video are products that you put on your face, it does something for like 20 minutes and then you wash it off. That's all the types of masks that I will be talking about today. So the first mask that I'm going to be talking about, one of my faves, it is the Sunday Riley Saturn Sulfur Acne Treatment Mask. So this product contains 10% sulfur, and if you're not familiar with sulfur, sulfur is a great ingredient for the treatment of multiple forms of acne. So if you have like cystic acne, or if you have like inflamed bumps and pimples. For me personally, I get like 1 or 2 cysts around my jawline area once a month, you know, that time of the month. So I found that this helps for those tiny breakouts as well as congested pores personally for me. Also, my facialist tends to put a sulfur mask on my skin when I visit her for facials every month. And I feel like this is a really great alternative to use at home, especially if you don't like go to a facialist or you don't get facials every month. That also gets really expensive. You know, why go once a month and pay that much money every month when you can just buy one product and use it as often as you need? You know what I'm saying? This also contains 4% niacinamide. If you watch any of my skincare videos, you know that I love niacinamide as an ingredient because it really helps even out the appearance of your skin tone. Other ingredients include tea tree oil, zinc PCA, as well as bentonite clay to clear impurities and excess oil on your skin. So this is really great for people with oily and acne prone skin. Overall, this is a really great like one-step skincare product for people who have oily and acne prone skin, because not only does it help treat multiple forms of acne, but it also helps control excessive sebum, and it also contains some brightening ingredients to help with the hyperpigmentation that may get left behind. Because if you have acne prone skin and you're like a brown person, you know that sometimes the biggest problem with acne isn't the acne itself, but it's the hyperpigmentation and the dark spots that get left behind. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is just a really great like all-in-one single-step product for all your acne oily skin needs. The next product that I'm going to talk about, I don't actually have with me because I'm pretty sure I used it all. I can't find it, so like I'm pretty sure I used it all. But it is the Glossier Mega Greens Galaxy Pack. If you are a skincare beginner, I would highly recommend this mask in particular because it is great for all skin types. When you first get into skincare routines, sometimes you don't really know what your skin type is or like what your skin feels like it needs. So I really liked this mask when I first got into skincare because it's perfect for all skin types and it is relatively inexpensive. It is like a clay mask. It's not very intense, like it's not as intense as some clay masks out there. That's why it's great for all skin types. So it leaves the skin feeling clean, but it also contains avocado oil and aloe as well, so it also leaves the skin feeling moisturized as well. But yeah, I just really liked that face mask when I first got into skincare because it wasn't too drying. It helped like moisturize my skin. It did something a little extra in my skincare routine, and it didn't contain any active ingredients. So I would highly recommend that one for skincare beginners. Next, we're gonna talk about one of my absolute favorite face masks right now. It is the Boscia Matcha Magic Super-Antioxidant Mask. I love this mask so much. These next few face masks that I talk about are going to be like clay masks because people with oily skin, clay masks are really good for us because they tend to help draw out impurities and balance the skin and control excess sebum and all that. So clay masks are where it's at for all my folks with oily skin out there. So this Boscia mask is a clay mask that gives my skin a deep cleanse, but it also gives my skin lots of hydration. It helps when my skin is feeling oily or tired, or whenever I feel like my skin needs like a little bit of a pick-me-up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to compare this to like a green juice for my body. Whenever I'm feeling lethargic, I will drink a green juice and it makes me feel like revived and energetic and healthier. So I like to use this in a very similar way, just for my skin. It's a green clay mask. It has a very, very buttery texture when you apply it to your skin. It's very opaque, which I really like because some masks are not very opaque and it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything. But this one does. It dries just like a regular clay mask and it leaves my skin feeling very purified but not dry. And my skin just like feels so hydrated. It looks so glowy and purified. It looks brighter, and yeah, I just really love this mask. Okay, next up, this is a drugstore face mask. This is by Neutrogena. It is their new Deep Clean Purifying Wash Off Clay Mask. This stuff is really good, but it's also very intense. This mask is very drying. So I would highly recommend using it only when your skin is feeling very oily and very congested. Like, I wouldn't use this as like a weekly mask type of thing. Like, usually I would use this like mask or like this mask. I would use this maybe like twice a week or like 2 to 3 times a week. This one I would only use when I feel like my skin really needs it. Also, they come individually packed like this, so I think the way that they formulated it, it's really supposed to only be used that way, because I feel like if you could use it multiple times a week, they would just make this product something like this, where like you can use it multiple times, but this is like a single-use packaging, so I feel like that's the way it's supposed to be used anyway. But yeah, this is really good whenever my skin is feeling like super oily and congested. I like to use this usually around like when my period's about to start or like on my period, because, oh girl, this stuff just like cleans my shit up. The next product that I'm going to be talking about, you guys know how much I love this face mask. So this is actually a really good mask for all skin types. This is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy-Boosting Face Mask. This is a face mask that contains AHA fruit acids as well as vitamin C, and it smells so good. I bet you guys hate me saying this so many times about this product, but it's just so true. It smells so good. It has like these little, it feels like it's like fruit pulp. So you apply it all over your skin. I leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes and then I wash it off, and my skin feels so smooth, and it helps correct uneven skin tone and brighten dark spots and everything like that. This is one of my favorite masks all time. And in case you were wondering, these are probably my 2 favorite masks to use like multiple times a week, so jot that down. All right, so the next product that I'm going to be talking about is the Paula's Choice Pore Clarifying Charcoal Gel Mask. This one is really interesting because it's like a purifying clay mask, but it has like a gel-like consistency. So it's not as drying as like a regular clay mask would be, but it still purifies the skin and decongests the pores. I still wouldn't recommend using this for dry skin, but if you have like normal skin, oily skin, or like combination skin, I feel like this is a really good face mask for you, especially if you have combination skin, because this still purifies the skin, but it's not as drying as a traditional clay mask because it has a gel-like consistency. So I would highly recommend this for like more combination skin, or if you're looking for a mask that like isn't the same consistency as a clay mask, I guess. Another drugstore face mask that I really like is the EOS Aqua Purifying Clay Mask. Now, this one also smells really good, I'm not gonna lie. EOS's like skincare Aqua line, like the whole line smells so fresh, I love it. But anyway, this is not as intense as the Neutrogena mask, so you can use this like multiple times a week. This is great for if, like after you wash your skin and you feel like your skin needs something a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I would go in with this purifying clay mask. So if you feel like your pores are congested and your skin's very oily, I would recommend using the Neutrogena one. But if your skin doesn't need that intense of a deep cleanse, it just feels like it needs something a little bit extra, I would go in with the EOS Aqua. And both of these are like very inexpensive compared to a lot of these other ones. So if you're on a budget, I would highly recommend these 2 drugstore options for you. And last but not least, I gotta talk about the Fresh Umbrian Clay Purifying Mask. This one is very similar to the Neutrogena Deep Clean Purifying Mask. It's pretty intense, just like this one, but it doesn't feel as dry in my opinion. The thing that I really like about this is that it's like 3-in-1 product, so you can use it as a mask. For this mask in particular, I really only like to put it in my T-zone because I feel like it's too drying on the other parts of my face. So I like to use it as a mask in my T-zone, and then I also like to use it as a spot treatment. So if I have like a pimple, like 1 or 2 pimples or whatever, I will take a Q-tip, I'll dip it in the jar, and then I'll just like tap it on one of my pimples, and then the next morning it will be dried out. Another thing that I like about this clay mask is that you can mix it in with water and use it as a cleanser, like as a deep cleanser, I guess. So I really like this one because it's like a 3-in-1 product. All of these masks use like different types of clay. Like this one uses bentonite clay, this one uses kaolin clay, and this one uses Umbrian clay. And honestly, like you'll notice like different formulations have different textures. This one is very, very clay-like. Like when it dries, you can't move your face. Like it feels like I like just got injected with Botox. Like that's how intense this one is. But yeah, those are, in my opinion, the best face masks for oily and acne prone skin. Just a disclaimer, just because something works for me, it does not necessarily mean that it will work for you. Everyone's biochemistry is different. These are just the clay masks that I have tried that have really worked for me and that I personally like and would recommend for others to try because they have personally worked for me. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. All of the products will be listed in the description box down below. In case you want to try any of these out for yourselves, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time.